Hello, my wonderful Leos. This is Truth, and I'm here with your reading. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome to my channel if you're new. Welcome back if you're returning. All right, honey. Lord, it's so much drama in the LBC. It's kind of hard being Snoop D-O double G, but I, somehow, some way, come up with funky ass rhymes every single fucking day, okay? I don't know if that's how it exactly went at the end. Okay, where's the tarot, honey? Oh, my God. How y'all doing, honey? I feel like what I said could have possibly just resonated with you a little bit. So much drama. All right, Leo, let's see what's going on. Now, first, we're going to go ahead and do a love reading for you guys. And then I'm going to do a career pool. And then I'm going to do angel pool. Okay? I won't make it too long. First, we're going to start off with the tarot. Woo. Don't forget to show your love and like the video on your way in. Oh my God, you guys. You always get the moon card. Like, when I come up here, you guys always have the moon card, my Leos. Okay, so the moon card is in the reverse. So it's like the cat's out of the bag, okay? The secrets are coming out. True feelings are coming out that have been harbored. And when it comes to the cat being out the bag and secrets and all that kind of stuff, these are things you intuitively felt anyway. So now everything's just coming out into your environment, okay? Is what I'm getting when it comes to this whole entire reading, okay? Because this card is basically linked to everything else. Yeah, you guys, seriously, shit that you already knew is now coming out and maybe towards you, okay? The shit that you already knew. Wow, we got the sun. So it's like all kind, like I said, the cat's out of the bag. All kinds of shit is being exposed, okay? The tea is being spilled. True feelings are coming out. Secrets are coming out. All that kind of shit, right? Okay. The Judgment card keeps... The Judgment card was here in the exact same position, you guys, last time I was up here talking to you guys. Literally. The Judgment. I told you, it's kind of hard being Snoop D-O double G out here. Because look at all the judgment. Okay? Oh, my goodness. Let me get some tea. Okay, so you or someone around you can be under some kind of judgment when you get this card. Also, the Judgment card could have another meaning as to where, like, let's keep going with the confidence and the self-love amidst what's happening, because the Moon card, there's some female energy that's very emotional around you, okay? And it's gonna make you feel like, because of this female emotional energy that's happening around you, however this female emotional energy makes you feel or makes you act, however it makes you act, you feel like you'll be under fire after this person makes you respond to them, okay? So the Moon card is arguments, fallouts. The Moon card could even be days that are just completely out of your fucking control. And they're just like full of meltdowns and landmines. And you're like, what is this? It was pre-fated for it to happen that way. And you may be someone who is private. You may be someone who is docile, or who is a peacemaker, or is trying to be more that way. Like, I think these are tests from spirit, because I just don't even want to respond. And you're noticing like, well, wow, look at me. Usually I want to respond. Usually I can't help but to say something, no matter how clever or creative or forward it can be. But look at me. I am not feeling the need to expose how I feel or expose my thoughts on the situation. You're not really inclined to expose your thoughts or your emotions like you usually do. And you're like, well, look at me. Look at that there. Wow. That's those pre-fated days that's full of like crap that you could never even possibly foresee, that you did your best to not make happen. Those are days where you're supposed to see your growth. But the other shit that I was talking about, like when there's arguments, fallouts, drama, female energies going berserk, okay, their emotions, okay, they're getting shit wrong, okay, and they're doing it so that you can come make it right, come correct it then. It's like people are reaching. So yeah, the moon card in the reverse, motherfuckers gonna be getting shit wrong. They're gonna be reaching. They're gonna be kinda talking about you, but kinda not. They're gonna be trying to lure you into beef, drama, trying to lure you outside, whatever, right? So these female energies with these arguments that are going on around you, these fallouts that are happening, okay, between you and this person, or it's just in the area and you see they're trying to come near you, these chaotic ass females or this chaotic female, okay? People are trying to get you to expose yourself, Leo. And they also want to know, like, what frame of mind do you have? Why? Because they want to copy you. However you respond to conflict, they're like, oh, okay, that's how we all should respond to conflict. However you respond to mind games, they're like, oh, okay, hear ye. This is how we'll all be responding now. And then you're going to see motherfuckers biting your style, biting your maturity, biting your delivery, biting your calm, biting your comebacks. Because they want to get you riled up because you are the queen or you are the king. And they want to take notes from you by falling out around you or with you. You are reigning king or queen here. Is what I'm getting. And however you respond, or even if you don't respond, you're going to be like, what if people are judging me? I wonder what people think about me ever since they heard me go off on this person. I didn't want to do it, but it's like it just came out. Like I just had to. And I don't want to feel, under fire with the judgment card, Or if you stay quiet, you're like, oh my God, what if this person's changing people's, outlook about me? I got damned if you do, damned if you don't. People are going to think what they want to think with the judgment card as guidance. They're going to think what they want to think. Whether they're right or they're wrong, they're going to think what they want to think, right? These people want you to come set the record straight with them. And I want you to think back, Leo, because this has been happening. These conflicts, these little bitchy things that men or women are doing. They're doing it because you will usually opt out of arguments and back and forths, because in those arguments and back and forths, somebody can shred your confidence or you can shred their confidence. And you're like, so kind as a Leo. I don't want to have arguments with people, says Leo, because then that's me leaving something on their table that I said about them, something in their mind that they'll never forget that I said to them during said argument. I don't want to have arguments because then that involves me chipping away at somebody's confidence. I don't want to bring kids into it. I don't want to bring dirt digging into it. Now we got to start spilling tea about each other. And you're like, doing all of that is just not good for my aura, is where you're getting now. Okay. Even stronger. And that's why you don't want to have the arguments, because you're like, I don't want to subtract from someone, and I don't want them subtracting from me. So I just don't want to have an argument with you. So with that judgment call that you made, let's say you make a judgment call. I don't want to argue with you. I don't want to argue with you, no matter who this is, man or woman, related or no. I don't want to argue with you. So you know what this person starts doing? They start putting out little indirect innuendos to see if you'll respond to them. That's the first thing they're going to do. The second thing they're going to do is just completely just like jumble some shit up about you. Basically making some shit up. Okay? About you. To see if you'll come corrected. You know how some people say the most messed up things in arguments? And let's talk about people you love and who you have kids with and who you're related to. They'll say some of the most messed up things that are completely untrue so that you can set the record straight. Now, they may say this while you're having a row with them right in front of them, or they may say it as you're walking away to bring you back into conflict with them. Or they'll say something to another person about you to bring you into conflict, bring you back into conflict with them. And there's even two sad ass bitches that want to argue with each other, but then they're going to slowly drift off the subject and start talking about you. And they're going to be with the moon energy, not being direct, but they're going to see if you are finding out what they're saying by paying attention to you and seeing how you act, seeing what you post, seeing if you stop talking to them or not, seeing if anything changes with your behavior. Same with guys. They'll sit up here and pretend to be mad at each other. And as they're going back and forth against each other, they'll just get off the subject. Like, yeah, and you know, let's talk about, motherfuckers that wear red caps. Red cap ass. Blah, 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 blah. You're like, it's funny. It's exactly what I usually wear. That's my signature. Let's talk about girls with wavy hair. Yeah. And you're like, okay, first I was tuning in for the tea. Now I kind of seem like they talking about me. It's fake. It's just like when I felt like rappers were starting beef with each other just to help a has-been rapper out. They start beef with them, and all of a sudden the motherfucker make an album, and then they are going on tour. But they needed the radio stations to talk about them first. We talking about early 2000s era, okay? Like, So, yeah, y'all. These people who want to start talking about each other, then slowly start talking about you, or they're making a video like they're just talking about they're just ranting, they're just venting. Then they slowly start talking about you. It seems like they are with the moon, the sun, and the judgment. You got to trust your judgment on this or your intuition. It's just like you don't have a lot of confidence in your findings, but you kind of think that she's talking about you or he's talking about you or they're talking about you. Okay. So we got the 3 of Wands here in the reverse. What's really sad is if you didn't have any qualms with these people, but they are just so emotional that they just start going berserk. And once everything calms down, they're going to see that the things that they said about you or tried to lure you into BS with, once everything calms down, they're going to be like, I guess I shouldn't have gotten so emotional. Because, Leo, the way that you're going to respond to this is think however you want to think and feel however you want to feel. Also, you're going to be responding with the energy of, I've made a decision to no longer talk to you. And no matter what you say to try to bring me out of retirement, I'm still making the decision to not talk to you. And this is exactly why I'm glad I made that decision to not talk to you. Because somebody wants to say something to you to bring you out of retirement from not talking to them. That is very vile, very disgusting. They thought about this all night. It's either about your health, your kids, just shit that they getting wrong. Something that is dark. A nasty, nasty rumor. Something about your sexuality or something about, how many people you've been with. Stuff like that. Like, yeah, I'm going to bring you out of not talking to me. Okay. Or somebody may just say something wrong about your they're going to try to figure out what the hell you are most confident about and start there. If it's your finances, they're going to be like, yeah, that's why you always needed to come to me for some money every once in a while. Like, that don't even make no sense. How can you always do something every once in a while? Says Leo. They're going to just try to get you where it hurts. They're just going to keep on lying. This is somebody who will completely erase all of the good that you did and act like it doesn't exist. Like, this is somebody who will just completely look over, like, all the good that you do. And if they know that's a weak spot when it comes to what you're confident about, they're going to just do that. And they're going to start, like, just getting things wrong. Jesus. Now, some of these people, you don't even know them. Okay? So it can't be, I'm going to do this to get Leo to come out of retirement from not talking to me. Some of these people don't know you at all. And this is the way some females that are very female, just emotional, very female. It's just like female to a fault. You ever heard of someone who's a man to a fault? Is right now is giving somebody is a female to a fault. For some of y'all are dealing with a man who act like a female, and it's his downfall. But anyway, let's finish. Females that are a female to a fault, like they just like always put their foot in their mouth, like they just can't help it. These are the kind of bitches, they saw we later. Can we just, I saw we, just a girl, we're supposed to be emotional. I saw we, let's just, completely forget that I did all of that awful shit to you or said all that awful shit. I mean, don't you do that? Aren't you a little hellraiser sometimes? Let's say it doesn't go over very well. You just got quiet just like that. And they're going to be shocked like, oh, you don't want to accept my bygones be bygones? Okay then. All right. Then they kind of want to become violent. Like they want to kind of start like shoulder checking you when you walk past them, trying to tip you or knock you over, act like they didn't see you there, try to hit you with something. So I see them trying to become violent. Oh, I didn't see you there as I was pulling out of my parking space. Oops. You don't want to accept my bygones being bygones. How about I just like try it. So this fearlessness that's going to come from you, or even if you're a male and this is happening from men, they're not going to know what to do. Then they're going to run back. I tried to scare Leo. I tried to start some shit with them, and now they're scaring me. So people are going to ask them, well, what happened? And they're going to have to include, well, I fucked around and had a meltdown with Leo, and they stopped talking to me, and that made hurt my feelings. Even though I was trying to hurt their feelings, I was just trying to get them to be my friend, or I was just trying to get them to be my friend. Because some people hear these women that is just not right in the head, that have no emotional intelligence. This is how they make friends. They start shit. It's given very much the projects. And I know because my family lineage, it comes from the projects, okay? So, of course, my family is from down south. When it was the Great Migration or whatever, most people that came from down south, the only housing they had available in the 50s was public housing. And that's when it was all nice and pretty and all that. I'm pretty sure y'all seen the documentary Pruitt Igoe, and they talk about the degradation of just one project, okay? And it was basically the same thing that happened everywhere, okay? So it's no tea, no shade when I know my history and I look at socioeconomic issues, and these women here that are like this, they are case studies. They make themselves case studies. And I like to study. Not women, but I like to study case studies, socioeconomic issues, anything about violence. I could just go on and on. Like I have books where I just can't help but to be into psychology and philosophy and stuff like that, okay? So, yeah. And look at the date that I got it, you guys. (11/11). Crazy. Yeah. I got this when I went to school. So, listen. The girls are going to be like, yeah, I want to go tell people about how, it's probably going to be some shit because I escalated it some more. And Leo's not afraid, or the guys are going to be doing this. And it could definitely be an ex of yours. I'm getting female energy, so I'm sorry if I keep talking about girls, okay? It could definitely be an ex, okay? That's a male, or you could be a male watching, okay? This is not an all-girl channel. They're like, I escalated it some more, and I want to talk to people about how fearless Leo is being when it comes to my escalation of trying to get them to talk to me. Talk to me again, or talk to me, period. And I need backup by talking to these people because Leo is mad. I made them mad. I guess we're not cut from the same cloth, where, it's okay to argue a little bit. Even your ex wants to do like pissy shit like this, okay? Female shit. You know what I'm saying? And they must have got this from their mama or something, like expose them. Yeah. Try to change their judgment about themselves. Yeah. Try to remove their self-confidence. Yeah. Have another child on them. It's like some bitchy female. It doesn't have to be their mom. It could be a homegirl of theirs. It could be a sister of theirs. It could be someone who just lacks emotional intelligence in a situation. And they're telling him to do these things. Yeah. Matter of fact, pick up the kid and then don't come back for a while. Make her go crazy and she'll expose herself, or he'll expose himself. Yeah. Okay, and then what? At least they'll be in front of you, talking to you. And that's why it's so strange when it comes to this person, because they escalate shit. And then when you're in front of them, they're kind of looking at you in your eyes like, and you're like, are you ready to box or what? Like, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for the pain? Are you ready for court? Are you ready? And they're going to be like, nah, get out of here with that. Like, what? And they're scared, okay? Because you're not responding the way that they thought you were going to respond. I don't know what in the juke joint y'all was supposed to do. when y'all got back in front of each other after all of this shit that they done started, if this is an ex, whether they male or female. Let's go back to just females in your environment. Like I said, they're going to be going to people and wanting to talk to them about how they done escalated shit a little bit more than they did last time. So they started some shit. You responded with regalness. It took them aback because they are not. And they let some time pass. And then they probably tried, or they will try to initiate some kind of, contact with you. Or they are about to do this. And you're going to be still very much, remembering what the hell they did last time. And I see you responding to them with like some kind of strength, Leo, and fearlessness. And they're going to get mad, like I said before I went off on the other direction. And they're going to try to like hit you with their car or shoulder check you or, try to make it seem like, oops, kind of almost ran over your foot there. Oops, kind of almost slapped the shit out of you with it. Like their emotional intelligence, their anger, their baby emotions. It's giving, it's really, really sad. And some of them could be borderline lesbian as well. That's where all of this passion is coming from, because these women, they like you. You know what I'm saying? And like I said with the moon card, whatever you kind of feel off of this situation is basically true. Okay? You need to really trust your judgment and your intuition here. And have confidence in it. Because there's going to be some things that happen to make you have confidence in what the fuck you have already been like mapping out about this person, whether they're male or female. So anyway, when they start becoming violent with you and you respond with fearlessness, they're going to start telling people, hey, have, Leo contacted you or said anything about me? And they're going to be, people are going to be like, no. And this person's going to go under fire. This person's going to go under judgment, because people are going to say, well, what's wrong? Like I said before I move forward. And they will have to explain how they're the ones that started shit in the first place. They're the ones that caused the miscommunication, misunderstanding between you in the first place. And then they will have to admit more about the secrets, the secret feelings that they have for you, the secret motives that they had towards you. Then they will have to reveal more about the lies that they have been telling. And people are going to be like, well, you told a couple of those lies to me. So you've been lying to me. Now it's going to fuck up our friendship. So it's just looking like, this person's definitely going to mess up their relationship and friendships and connections with others by trying to bring you down. Because this person's emotional. So they're going to kind of get like caught up in their lies, and they're going to start spilling tea on themselves. They didn't mean to spill, because they're just so emotional. They can't help that it kind of came out, like their true feelings, or, the real roots, or the story's going to change, and they're going to be talking to relatives and friends. And once that relative or friend finds out that this person lied to them just in an effort to make you look bad because they can't keep up with their lies, they're going to be like, well, wait a minute, Leo aside, I'm sorry, did you what did you just say now? Okay, so why, when this first started, you told me this? Or they're going to be like, you included my name, or, it's like the family member is going to feel some kind of, or friend is going to feel some kind of betrayal. When it comes to this person, like lying to them in some kind of way, in an effort to look like the purely innocent party in the situation, and you to look like the big bad wolf. I'm also getting two friends turning on each other. in an effort to try to bring you down as a duo, as a trio, they're going to end up turning inward and going in on each other because they're all emotionally unstable creatures. And if you are emotionally stable, they can only find their frequency and their type, okay? And a lot of emotionally unstable people are having a hard time realizing that energy is energy. And if they're emotionally unstable and they want to be your friend and they just want to be with the mess every day, and you're emotionally stable and you naturally don't want to be around their frequency, they're going to get mad. They're already emotionally unstable. And then they're like, well, you could still be emotionally stable and listen and talk to me. And you're like, nah, see, unstable creatures get you involved in all kind of drama, all kind of gossip. They involve you in shit. They go start shit with people and then they say, yeah, and Leo's my friend and Taurus is my friend and Scorpio's my friend and Cancer's my friend and we're going to all go off on you. Yeah, hey, Leo, what's up? You're going to be like, what's up? Yeah, I told some bitches 3 blocks over that I started some shit with that me, you, Shaniqua, and Robin, we all run together. And any problems they cause with me, they cause with y'all. And yeah, we beefing with her now or them now. Like, well, wait, what? Yeah, we beefing. Like, oh, this on gang. Okay, so like you can go out and start trouble and now it becomes everybody's problem. Yeah, are y'all down? We're actually kind of up, like grown up. Baby, how my kids gonna get to school and shit? I'm gonna go to the grocery store and be able to really take up space and really focus on the asparagus if I gotta keep on watching over my back because you keep starting with people on 132nd Street. Well, no, I don't, baby. You need to start fighting your battles on your own. Oh, is that so? Okay, so then if you tell them that, then they're going to make sure to start a whole bunch of shit about you, and anything that you divulge to them that's sentimental or secret or private, they're going to tell the most envious, ugliest, rowdiest bitches so that they can now form an alliance against you. All because you didn't want to hang around emotionally unstable creature. Okay? Listen, let's move forward. It's some emotionally unstable creatures. It's like at first you will like them, but then when you get to know them more and more, it's like, damn, bitch, you know what I'm saying? You like mess. You like drama. You know what I'm saying? You like it. And you start to get on my nerves. Or a emotionally unintelligent or emotionally unstable person just may not be able to ever know what the hell to do. If they're not always in crisis mode, they may never know what to do. They're always indecisive. They're always uncertain. They're always unsure. Or another thing that they could have is impatience. You know what I'm saying? And also chaotic. And you're like, man, it's really cool being around you until it's not. Or as you get to know them, you'll find out, that they just really like mess and chaos and shit like that. And you're going to make a judgment call off of that. And they going to notice you making a judgment call on not wanting to talk to them because as you got to know them more and the more they expose about themselves, the way that they got dark emotions, they got dark feminine emotions, okay? Or they just like being in the darkness or whatever. You can find out that they just a little bit, stanky in some way. I got skanky or stanky. Skanky. Like, ooh, skanky. And you're going to make this judgment call and they are going to be like, what? So anyway, here go the 3 of Pentacles with people trying to, you know what I'm saying? After they already started some shit with you, you ignore it. Then they give you time to talk to them again like you need friends or socializing or a need of belonging. and you don't end up after the time that they allowed for you to get over what the fuck they done fucking pissed you off about. Then they want to start getting violent with you, right? Here's the compromise that's about to come up again, y'all. With the Three of Pentacles coming from an ex or somewhere in your community, whether it's online or physical. And we got you here, the Queen of Wands or the King of Wands for your male watcher. Excuse me. This person either wants to compliment you or they want to touch you in some kind of way. But I'm just getting your power emitting from this card. You know, because this is what it is. So, they want to try to get you to talk to them again after the violence, but you won't. Because I feel like this person tried to get violent with you. Even your ex. Let's say you let's say you stop talking to this person and they started some crap or whatever, and you just was mature about it no matter what they did or said, and you just was mature about it, but you made the decision to stop talking to them, okay? Then they let time go by and you still don't talk to them, so they start becoming violent with you when they do see you. They make it seem like they're about to accidentally hit you with something, or they do hit you and they make it seem like it's an accident, right? Okay. Now, both of these things could be happening, or one of these things could be happening, either with an ex or somebody in your family, community. Okay. One of them two categories. Family, community, or ex. Okay. So when they do the little violent shit, like they about to hit your ass, or they did and they say it's an accident, and you still be like, you call them out. You call them out. You call them out, or you put in even more distance because you saw that. Now this person gonna wait for you to need some help or support. Since you just keep cutting things off with them because of a lack of emotional intelligence, because you keep on cutting things off with them because of the shit that they done said in arguments. They want to now hope and pray that you go through something where you need help or support so that they can say, no. 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 It's giving Key and Peele. What was her name? Megan. No. Megan. See, look at that. No. They can't wait for that day to come. Okay. Also, they probably can't wait for you to not be the Queen of Wands anymore so that they can really have a reason to talk about you. But with you being the Queen of Wands or King of Wands, that means you're still out here looking good. You're still out here in your power. You still have retained your confidence. See, the thing that these people is after is your confidence. Okay? Your family, if this is a family member, an ex, if this is your ex, or if it's somebody here in your community, online or physical, the thing that they're after is your confidence. Mm-hmm. And they don't like the fact that you can keep putting all this space in between you and them. Whoever this female energy is, that's a female to a fault, very extremely emotional, or whoever this male is that's getting these judgment calls from an emotionally unstable or emotionally unintelligent female. Oh my goodness. Whatever these motherfuckers coming up with is just creating more space. So of course they wish on your downfall. Okay. Now, the Queen of Swords is here as your spiritual advice. And it says you have really cut away things that no longer serve you. When it comes to facets of yourself, any personal growth that was causing you delays or hindrances or repeats, you've cut it away. If it was a lack of growth there, that was causing you hindrances, delays, or repeats. You cut it away. Also, you've cut away people and relationships, having conversations with people who just don't serve you. You cut it away. You cut away having conversations with people who don't serve you. The conversations don't serve you, so you cutting having conversations with them away. You're cutting away connections and relationships. And it's not just you. It's this total lunar eclipse that we just had with that full moon in Pisces. Yeah. The exact date is in my community section. When I said happy full moon in Pisces, total lunar eclipse, that was in September. Okay? And we got another moon coming up. That was a full moon that we had. Full moon total lunar eclipse. September 21st, we have a new moon in Virgo. Okay? And that's going to be a partial eclipse. We just had the total lunar eclipse like around September 7th-ish or something. Okay? And total lunar eclipse, if you don't cut the connections or the relationships out, that total lunar eclipse, so it'll do it for you. It'll do it for you. If you have been still continuing to compromise with somebody who doesn't deserve it, what the full moon in Pisces didn't vacuum and clean up out of your life, the new moon in Virgo will. Okay, so you probably got something coming up around September 21st-ish, or the week of September 21st, where you're going to have a lot of people that week, Leo, trying to get back into your good graces with the Three of Pentacles, which is a card of cooperation and compromise, okay? You're going to have a lot of people trying to get in your good graces that week, and it just so happens you're going to be like in the Queen of Wands energy, whether you're male or female, because you're going to be in your full independence of not needing said people that are trying to get in your good graces. You're not going to need them the week of September 21st. The new moon in Virgo is going to bless you with something where you're really not going to need these motherfuckers again. And what that thing is going to be delivered to you through some news. You're going to get some good news over here where it's going to be solidified as to where you're so glad you'll never have to talk to these motherfuckers again. It's going to be something that clicks with you or that's sent to you, that arrives September 21st-ish, the week thereof, where it's like a whisper from spirit full of confirmation here. You could be eating while this is happening, because I'm tasting like seasonings in my mouth, where it's going to be confirmed you're never going to need these people again. Like for example, you get a new car, or you get a yes answer when it comes to a new place you're about to move to, or a new job. It's a renewal that's coming here. Or it's about to be the end anyway when it comes to a lease, or when it comes to a contract, or when it comes to a child's age. Like, yeah, and they're about to be 18, and I don't have to worry about your ass again, whether this is somebody's grandmother in your life, or it's a grandfather, or it's actually the ex. You're going to be happy of a certain age the child has turned. When it comes to anything involving children, it could be the last month, the last week, the last year. Don't know how old your kids are with the sun card. They could be any age. And you're like, that's it. Anyway, I'm so glad it's over with. Or these constant emotional undertones and arguments and fallouts and nasty, nasty energy that you keep getting is making you declare and call a judgment call that this is going to be the last week, the last day that you or your kids attend something. It's these fallouts and arguments that can make you come up to this decision. If it's not delivered to you through news, like, because some of you guys think you're going to have to go through this forever, okay? And you're going to get some news that you don't have to keep going through this forever when it comes to this moon card in the reverse energy. Or you are going to stay in a job, in a relationship, at a place forever. or as long as you could for quite some time until this started happening and it showed you, you know what, I'm out. You know, God always is in charge and he gives us direction. And the way that he can do that is by making things so uncomfortable for you that you end up leaving, moving, leaving things behind. That's how God also gets you up out of situations. He makes it uncomfortable until you leave, until you move. Could be the way God is working his magic here. And if you haven't seen this yet, if you usually see him perform in other ways, like you just get a blessing, you just get good news, that's how you know it's time to go. A door just automatically closes and then another one automatically opens. I remember when I used to usually see God deliver me things like to me like that, through good news or through just blessing. Not through him making things uncomfortable until I decide to leave. I always waited for him to emancipate me until I experienced this third thing that I'm talking about now, where he just allows things or makes things so uncomfortable, you end up leaving. He has to show you different ways of being emancipated, where you just get delivered out or you get blessed out. But I ain't never been like wiggled out until I experienced it. And I got confirmation when I was watching some reels of some shorts, and it was this girl. She went viral. She starts off the shorts like, get ready with me before I go slaying these McChickens. And she's like a manager at McDonald's, and she talked about how her life was before she had to. She's like, I'm sure everybody wants to know why and how I work at McDonald's, and let me tell you why. I think she went to like jail or something like that, but it's like it changed her life. And she would do these get ready with me videos, and they were very motivational. And she's like, y'all probably wonder why I put so much into myself just to get ready to go work at McDonald's. And she's like, I do it for me. You know what I'm saying? It makes me feel good about myself. But she said, God will make things so uncomfortable for you sometimes until you just leave. You can keep begging him to make it better in said relationship or living situation, or even with a car. Would you just make this better, please? And when it's a no, when it's something that no longer serves you, he's just going to keep things moon card in the reverse until you get on track that it's time to go. He just needs you to be on board, because usually when he has to make things uncomfortable until you leave, you are probably fighting against a renewal. You're fighting against the change that is inevitable for you. You are trying to make something work. And you are adamant about trying to make something work, because if you are confident in being a success-driven person, you're going to want things to work because you're just used to everything that you are a part of working out for you. You like to complete things to its end. And let's say it's like, it's time to go now though. You're like, no, I really want to complete 10 full years at this company. Or no, I want to keep this car. Or, you know what? I want to stay here at this home or job. I really want to stay here for this amount of time. I'm not going to leave here until I turn this age, or I'm not going to leave here until this year, or I'm not going to do this until then. And you have like a time or whatever, and you're like, and that's that. And God starts making things uncomfortable, and you're like, oh, that's strange. Please make it stop, dear Lord, or whoever you pray to. Please make it stop, dear Lord. Because I just know that I'm going to be doing a 10-year tour here. And he just keeps on like making it very uncomfortable until you get on track with him that it's time to leave. Because he needs for you, the universe and God need for you to be on the same page with them, so you can co-create with them. And yeah, just be on the same page. It's like I can't get Leo into this new beginning until they want to be in this new beginning. They can't have their heart totally into where they are now. And not what I have in store for them. They have to have, they have to help me out here. They have to believe. They have to want it. They don't even know that this is waiting for them, or they don't even know that this is better. Whether it's a car, a person, a relationship, a place to live, a job title. It's like, it's better. But you're like super convinced that, no, this can work. This is fine. God is just going to keep on making it uncomfortable. So the Knight of Swords here in the environment. Honey. People see you as someone who is doing all they can to not go off on them. People see that you're doing all you can to not go off on them. People see that you're doing all you can to not hurt them, hit them, lash out on them, be impulsive. People see you don't want to be impulsive. And they could be taking advantage of that and your good nature, that you want to keep on keeping on and try to make this work and not do something impulsive off your emotions. Someone could be taking advantage of that. Okay. Also, people can be taking advantage of the fact that you do think before you do things and before you talk. They're taking advantage of it. Okay. Well, they're emotionally unstable and they're emotionally unintelligent. So what? They see that and that they're taking advantage of it. You want to know why they're taking advantage of it and they want to keep on trying to fuck with you? It's because they want to make you emotionally unstable too. And I'm getting these people want you to suffer some kind of consequence. Because they think they can get a rise out of you. They think they can get you to be emotionally unstable and suffer a consequence because they want you to learn a lesson for not talking to them. So they hope that they go off so much that you end up falling backwards and twisting your ankle, or you get hauled off to jail, or you get fired, or you get banned, or you get demonetized, or you hit your car, or you're just so upset you just quit. Because they want you to learn your lesson for not talking to them. And these are emotionally unstable creatures with the Four of Cups, bro. I'm also getting, that after some of the things these people have said and done, it's too much resentment here. And it would be stupid to just keep on being like, fucking with each other, compromising or cooperating with each other. It's just like really uncomfortable now. Because I remember what you said during that fallout, that argument. I remember what you said, okay? Please, no mosquito. It already got me some mosquito. This must be something else. Not the same one. But anyway, my light is on and shit. Hit it, they trying to come. It's like mosquito time or some shit. It's like, I don't know. It's like probably, I don't know, like it's early. Also, last note, like when you got a message that you need to get out, you are not going to be able to sleep. That's how I got on here. I was like, I can't wait to do Leo's reading in the morning. And I tried to do it this morning, but I needed to meditate and do some chakra healing before I came to y'all. And it took all day. I literally meditated for 9 hours. So that was Thursday, which we just left out of. Now it's late night, early morning, Friday hours. And that's how long I meditated. So Thursday was basically gone. And then I just was, I don't know, really just meditating and just like doing foot baths and stuff and whatever God told me to do. And I'm like, I'll do Leo's reading first thing in the morning. And I tried to go to sleep. I'm like, man, I'm going to be real good now. I done meditated. And then, it's going to be another round of sleep for me. It'll be 2 rounds of sleep since the last time I was up here. And I was like, I'm going to be, my third eye is going to be nice and healthy and ready to talk. Honey, I laid in that bed after like an hour, 45 minutes. I saw I really couldn't sleep. I'm just up here like, just looking at comedy or scary stories, I'm like, I cannot sleep. I know what that means. It's time to do Leo's reading. I'm like, nah, it's not gonna happen. God gonna stop me. He gonna tell me I need some more dang on rest or something. But see, this is when God tell you it's time to go. Whether it's time to go, when it comes to taking action, or God is telling you, look, it's time to go. It's time to go. When it comes to a relationship, a move, a community, or hell, when you just in a certain area and you just get, Jeepers Creepers vibes. Oh, don't let me turn on Jeepers Creepers. That would be good to watch right now. It's just that kind of mood. It's getting kind of fall too. Like, ooh, man, let me get my favorite popcorn and we are in there. But not until, I got to do these projects first. But yeah, it'll just be time to go. It'll just be time to go, honey. You'll just be like, it's time to go. You could be in your basement and you'll just be like, let me get the fuck up out of here. It's just time to go. You know what I'm saying? If you at in a parking lot finishing up your food that you done got from the drive-thru or whatever, it'll just be something that tell you like, shit, let me get the fuck up out of here. I don't know how I feel, but it's just time to go. I don't have much confirmation. I don't have much confidence in what I'm feeling, but I'm going to trust my intuition and I'm going to just go ahead and get on out of here. Or, you will be told by your higher self or God of the universe, to just start looking for something new. Or, God, the universe, your higher self will just tell you to go look at a certain person's channel or go look at a certain person's page. And it's meant so you can see what you need to see. But the thing is that if God tell you to go look at it, you probably gonna be told to look at it so you can see what some emotionally unstable creature is saying or doing, or someone who is emotionally unintelligent is saying or doing. It's meant for you to see. Okay. You're gonna be making a decision here. And I think the decision is whether or not you want to continue on in this friendship, relationship, this partnership, this contract, okay, this lease, whether or not you want to continue going to certain places. You're going to be making decisions, because if you keep on getting emotionally unstable creature and emotionally unintelligent energy, whether these are men doing this, acting like women, petty as hell, or if these are females acting like this, you're going to be making a decision coming up on whether or not you want to keep going there, keep staying in that or not. Or you're going to be making a decision on whether or not you should go somewhere, because you guys could be invited somewhere with this Judgment and Sun card, like some kind of formal invite, okay? You're going to be listening to your intuition. And I mean, the day of, you either gonna be stopped or you I think you just gonna be stopped if you're not meant to go. If you're trying to go somewhere and you're not meant to, don't have no renewal here, don't have no renewal with this person. This is not the new beginning I want for you, or you're taking action on a new beginning you don't need to take action on. Person, place, or thing. You will be stopped as you are in action to do so. You just will be stopped. With this Knight of Swords, you will just be stopped. Like, you like, man, let me just go ahead and be, cooperative, compromise, it's almost over anyway when it comes to how long I'm going to be doing this or that. If you're not meant to go into some mess, you will be stopped. And if it's the opposite, let's say you like, I ain't going. I just know it's going to be some mess. But it's meant for you to go. You're going to automatically have the energy to just be like, you know what, forget it. And this courage is going to come over you and you're going to go. Either way, I see you confusing somebody with the Seven of Cups, because they like, you come when they don't expect you to come, and you don't come when they expect you to come. This could even be your arrival or bounce back when it comes to a certain platform. People gonna be confused at a bounce back or arrival, Somebody could also be confused at a glow up, okay? Especially with the Four of Cups here, because they like, how come opportunity didn't come in for me like that? All right. I go on and on, honey. Let's get some messages here for you guys when it comes to career, okay? We got answers. You will resolve your current situation soon. Work-wise, come on, baby. Come on over there. Work-wise, you will find unique ways to stand out. You find a new opening with job security. That's coming up as well. Now, I've been washing a lot of dishes and clothes, so my tips of my fingernails polish kind of came off. But I wasn't going to sit here and do a whole manicure when I could be talking to y'all, okay? Let's go ahead and finish looking. Like I said, a new opening with job security is about to come into your life. There's some clarity that's about to come around the week of September 21st, okay, y'all? Now, I talked about this in the last reading. I'm going to link the last reading into the end credits. The last 3 Leo readings I did. And it's going to be one talking about miracles. You need to check that out if you want some motivation. If you want some inspiration. Check it out until you get through whatever you're going, through. You will resolve your current situation soon. If it's something that's been plaguing you with like crying, emotions, worry, uncertainty, impatience, whatever this is revolving around money, stability, job, career, business, you will resolve your current situation soon. Work-wise, you will find unique ways to stand out. Like I said, some kind of glow up or something here. Then we have beginning, okay? It's a good time to start a new job or a whole new career. You have creative ideas that get noticed. Build a nest egg for the future with the Sun card, okay? The Sun card is talking about confidence that you need to have in this new beginning, okay? Confidence that you need to have in your creative ideas. Confidence that you need to have in building a nest egg. And confidence you need to have when it comes to starting a new job or whole new career, baby. Just have the confidence, okay? Okay. I want to thank you guys so much for watching. All right, let's look at this judgment card, okay? We got authority, clashes with the boss, or a challenge to your power will compel you to respond. Choose peaceful solutions if you can. Like I said, people want you to respond to the accusations, the assumptions, the shit that they got wrong, because they want you to correct them. They want to start talking about you indirectly to see if if it got to you or got back to you. But if it got to you, they want to see if the shit they saying is getting to you. So, Leo, it's going to be things happening to put a fire under that ass. For some of you guys, it's all a blessing in disguise. They want to piss you off. And now, with you being a fire sign, you've been watery for long enough, or you've been moon-like or emotional, or, stagnant long enough. And it may be some things that come up in your life to really put a fire under your ass, okay? As a response, or, people want you to respond to their antics so that they can take notes or see if you're crazy or not. They want to see the state of mind you're in, and you're just going to be seeing how crazy they are and what kind of state of mind they have. And you're going to be like, man, you should not be an authority figure, because what is wrong with you? Like, there's an authority figure that is emotionally unstable or emotionally unintelligent. And it's just like you were expecting so much more from this person. They're older than you, or they're in a certain position. When it comes to career or job, they may make more money. They may have more than you. They may have a whole house. They may be somebody who you look up to, or they could be a relative, and you just expect so much more out of them. You cannot believe that you're having clashes with these people, okay? Or people trying to challenge your power. Well, however you respond is going to be like in the result of a glow up or a renewal. That's how you're going to be responding. You're going to be responding with authority. You're going to be responding with authority. New beginning then. No response then. That's what authority figures do. They either don't say nothing or they just start a new beginning. That's how people who have authority over their lives and authority over themselves and authority over their emotions act. I am not going to have people judging me and being the latest tea arguing with you, being heard arguing with you so you can record it or somebody else can record it. I don't want people to think I'm crazy or unstable. I'm not trying to lose my children. I'm not trying to lose my job, my lease. I have too much to lose to be arguing with you. You're just going to get no response from me, or you're going to see me start a new beginning. Or I'm just going to let my success speak for itself. That's always a good one. Come here. Oh my God, look at this. People are trying to change people's perspective of you, but it doesn't look like it's working. But let's read the card. It says, if you change the way you look at things, you can see everything in a brand new light that will help you get where you want to be. So there's going to be some good news coming in. Okay, around the end of September. It is. Some good news coming in that's going to change your perspective on a person, place, or thing. It could change your perspective on how you need to get something new. Something could just happen. Some kind of misunderstanding, miscommunication, where you feel like you have to start a new beginning. Or if something's taking too long, like if it's a delay, if you have to have too much patience, if somebody is making you feel less than while you're working with them and trying to get a new car or new home or new job, you may take that as a sign that maybe this isn't where you should be. So I see there's going to be times where you're like, yes, this is exactly where I want to go. This is exactly where I want to live. This is exactly who I want to be with. This is exactly where I want to work. And as you start going down that road, you're going to get answers. Okay. And you're going to be like, maybe this isn't the beginning for me when it comes to love and money. Okay. Also, just your mindset. You need to start expecting miracles and blessings. Virgo season is helping you with your mindset, helping you to stay more positive and more confident with that sun card here. And as it rounds up, okay, with that September 21st new moon in Virgo, you're going to go into Libra season with that abundant mindset that you need to really bring this in, okay? Because the sun card is here and it talks about a new season, new sun sign change. You guys, somebody's a Libra, somebody's a Virgo Libra cusp. But even still, you could be a Leo placement here watching. But that sun card coming right after the moon is like Libra season right after the new moon in Virgo, which we have September 21st. Then Libra season starts quite soon after, on the 22nd or 23rd. So, that's the vibrant season, okay? Wow, there's going to be so much shaking in Libra season. Shedding. You're starting to outgrow your work situation. You need to set higher goals and standards. You work well in healing and medicine. Well, if you guys would like your own personal career reading, email me. And we can use these cards. You can get your own personal 10-card spread with clarifiers, along with you asking me a question, all right? So we got the future. Plan for the future while living in the present. You are always supported by spirit. Your psychic abilities can bring you prosperity, clarifying the Queen of Wands. Beautiful. Look at that. In the authority position here. Planning for the future with the Queen of Wands energy. So, the Queen of Wands is all about independence and not needing anyone's acceptance, bullshit, help ever again. And that's what this time is going to help you gain clarity on, because there's obviously something going on where you don't feel like you have enough authority in a situation. And you're going to end up being pulled from the inside out due to, the shedding and these uncomfortable incidences. That's going to help you plan for a future where you don't need anything from anyone, or you will never have to be around this moon card in the reverse energy ever again. It's going to be a time of really yielding answers to you, okay? Yeah, unfolding. A lot of it's going to be unfolding in Libra season, okay? Access to greater prosperity is opening up for you slowly. You are growing as you learn more and keep expanding. Libra season is going to be really good for you guys. Many choices. You have options, even if you don't see them right now. Get creative and look around. Pull a card for each option to see what's best. Look at this. Look at all the options with the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is when you have like gut instinct, or you just, you got a whole lot of creative ideas, but you need to act on them. Write them down. Keep a notebook nearby, because you guys are going to just be getting creative ideas with the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Cups and the Sun card. Yeah, that's a lot of creativity. Your energy is going to return too, but that's a lot of creativity. Take action on those ideas, because they were given to you by your higher self, God, or the universe, okay? Whispered those things to you, okay? Because that's the answer to your problem when you follow through on those creative ideas or those instincts, okay? You just may get an instinct to just look at a certain website or something like that, and boom, you find the car or place of your dreams. You find the job of your dreams. Or you get a hunch to go listen to someone, and they direct you to something else. Like, yeah, we got adventure with the Two of Cups, closing out your career messages. You make exciting work. You make exciting work moves. That could take you outdoors or on a trip. You will need to climb steadily to reach your financial goals. Okay. So we got that Two of Cups there. And that's a conversation you're going to have with another person, okay? About how to make work more exciting, a trip that can be taken, or talking about financial goals with this person, okay? Now, for some of you, this is going to be a soulmate match, and you guys are going to be like a duo. For others of you, you will try to talk about these things with a person, and you'll come into arguments and fallout with them because you're speaking like, from your chest. Who told you to have goals and make what? This is somebody who doesn't like that you are trying to have authority over your day, your week, the future, your life, whatever. So someone who doesn't want you having any authority, when you talk to this person in conversation, they're going to try to break you down. And I'm also getting, you don't want to go anywhere or go near anyone who won't let you operate from your power of authority. There are some people here who just really don't like how much confidence you have. They just don't. Okay, well, obviously, they wish they could have it then. Okay, see? They wish they could have it then. And you heard me shuffle and you saw it come out. All right, it says, your wish is being granted, Leo, but it may not come in the way you expected. No worries. It is just what you need, though. Okay? Bottom of the deck, innovation. Let's go ahead and get some angel messages, and then I'll get some love messages. If you would like a career reading, currently they are 28. Feel free to book a reading with me if you like a career reading. Okay? You must ask me a question. The more you keep back, the more I'm not really going to be able to read for you. So just one sentence backstory about what you, well, the question, and a one sentence backstory like where you are. If you are unemployed, you have no job, there are people that have literally come to me for career readings and just give me a career reading. And I'm doing the reading and it doesn't look like they're even working. Or they secretly want to be an entrepreneur and they just don't want to say it. Then baby, you need a business reading. See, so that's why it's important to tell the psychic just at least something, you know, or else you'll be getting like some left field ass reading. Let's go ahead and look at the angel messages. Okay. No tea, no shade. I just don't like it when people like waste their money. I like for you to get the bang for your buck, you know, with me. I'm not someone who's going to charge you twice because you didn't do it right. Like, nah, You know, it's times is hard out here. You want to pay your money and you want to get what you want. I can't give you what you want if you don't tell me. You know what I'm saying? Don't just hope you get what you want. Ain't nobody got time for that. You see what I'm saying? Because I care. All right, let's go. Let's go anyway, and let's go ahead and do these angel messages for you. I'm not going to read the whole card like that. See, what's up with someone, bro? Mood swings? Somebody could have some kind of like mood disorder as well. And I'll hold the card so that you can see the paragraphs, okay? And you know what to do. You can pause and you can read it. All right, let's see what else is here. Oh, yes, yes. Good vibes, honey. Good vibes is what's needed. You gotta be somewhere where it's good vibes. The angels do not want you to be somewhere that's causing you to have mood swings. If you keep having mood swings about something coming up, if you keep having mood swings when it comes to where you work, where you live, or even just thinking about attending or seeing a certain person, just puts you in a very negative, angry mood, don't go. Or it's time to go. Because that's what God in the universe is doing for you at this time. That's what the angels are doing for you at this time. They want you to be in a place where there's good vibes only, environment, relationship, car, job that's putting you in good vibes only, okay? Hell, some of you guys will just be figuring out how to really tap into your creativity at this time. And that's the journey you're on. Whether you need to change around your room or your routine or even your attitude, this will be a time of shedding so that you can really find the answer to your good vibes daily. So act on these hunches when it comes to what your emotions are telling you, when it comes to how you really want to feel and how to find happiness. Pay attention. Because this could be coming from you, you know? Excuse me. It's this tea. Sometimes we need to change around our room. Sometimes we need to freshen up our space for us not to have the blues, for us to connect with our creativity, for us to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, you know, we need answers and it's things we need to buy or we need to. But what I like is that there's a messenger that will just say something that resonates with you. And you're like, oh my God, that is truly correct. I do need to do that right now. So nothing's going to pass you up, babe. What else do we got here? Benefits 4444. Wow. I gotta read this. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive towards your goals. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. You made it, and the reward goes to you. Yeah, change your judgment when it comes to how well something's gonna be for you. When it comes to some renewal or new beginning in your life, whether it's love, money, property, friendship, something new that you're doing when it comes to a personal goal, whatever. Like, seriously. You need to feel differently about the goal you're about to arrive at. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven are behind you and have your back when it comes to this renewal. Okay, so you have to bring in God into some situations. And I know that I have been seeing a lot of things shown to me where I'm seeing people who don't believe in God, and I'm looking at like their 2025, and it shows the believers and the non-believers. It shows like, damn, they are going through it. Okay. And you know, there's going to be times where you're just really doubting what God and heaven is doing for you, but don't doubt it. And you're going to be brought right back to your original belief system, because as soon as you try to stray away from it, you're going to be shown, you know, the polarity of what believers and non-believers are going through in hell. And let's not even talk about, you know, just believing in God or not believing in God. Let's talk about people who believe in themselves, believe in their outcomes, and people who don't believe in their outcomes and don't believe in themselves. It's a drastic change. And 2025 is showing, I should say, it's a drastic polarity. And 2025 is showing us that polarity of people who believe and don't believe. If you want a future to walk into, they're saying believe. Okay, well, we got here friendship. Okay, I'm telling you, somebody here, they really feel like they messed up. Okay. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary, whether in your professional or personal life. You will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. With the Three of Wands in the reverse, I'm just seeing people here who have had mood swings with you want to be your friend, okay? We have structures here. You're on the right track. I know I said I wasn't going to read these, but I got to, and it feels good. You're on the right track. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall to place. It's got a typo. It says be sure that everything will fall to be sure that everything will fall into place. Okay, honey, I told you it's gonna be an angel or ancestor just saying it's time to go. It's time to go. And you're gonna be like, okay, it's time to go. And I remember I saw celebrity ghost stories. I was watching celebrity ghost stories all month, like in the month of like August or something. And it was this guy who was on there. He was like, man, you know, it was always this voice. And he was a guy who was from like the hood or whatever. He was like, it would always be this voice that came in my ear, like, it's time to go. And he said, I would never question the voice. He said, I heard it ever since I was a kid. He gave an example. He cut school one day. He started playing on the train tracks with his friends. And that voice came. So it's time to go. And he looked at his friends and he saw that nobody responded to it, and he was the only one that could hear it. And he literally got scared and thought that it was his mom. The voice sounded so familiar. It was just a female. It was an older female. So he's like, oh shit, that must be my mom. So he just like, I gotta go, guys. And he just started walking. And he went through the little hole that they got in through the little gate. It's like a little cutout hole that they made in the chain link fence. And he walked through that motherfucker. He started looking for his mom because he heard that voice, and he like sounded like it was coming from over here. And when he turned back, he looked at his friends, and they was getting hemmed up by the police. And they was like, anybody who y'all trespassing, you know what I'm saying? And the kids like, well, you know, he was over here with us. And they was like, but he's not here now. He's on the other side of the fence. So y'all supposed to be in school. And he was like, man, they got in some trouble, because they got in trouble with their family and the school. Like, they got two you know, hits. First of all, you know, cutting class, then trespassing, and then the family like, the hell is you doing playing on the tracks? And now you got the police. So they really got in trouble. He's like, and none of it happened to me. He said, then I got older and was at playing poker with my friends, which is something the same voice that I've heard ever since I was a child. He said, he's like, now 30. Oh, it's time to go. And he just said, all right, I'm out. And his friends was like, oh, you know how they try to, you know, make you feel bad, or, you know, try to get you back in, tell a couple of jokes, you know. And he just would not stop. He said his friends just got used to him just darting towards doors, you know. 4 minutes later, somebody came and robbed the whole poker game. They was all held at gunpoint and everything. And it was like, man, you know, it is so crazy how you just left right before that happened. I'm like, oh, this gonna end where they gonna start thinking that he the one behind these cops and robbers, but it didn't end like that because it was an angel just solely protecting him. And his friends never like turned on him or got mad or nothing. And he never told anybody what made him have to go. He said he never told anybody. He said, this is the first time I'm telling anybody is here to this camera on Celebrity Ghost Stories that it was a female voice that was always telling me it's time to go. And if I ever find that exact episode, I'm going to put it here on this video or in my community section. But try to search for it yourself. Like, put it's time to go and then Celebrity Ghost Stories. Try your best. But yeah, honey, like, I swear to God, I'll never forget when it was time for me to move one time. My keys just kept on falling off my keychain. Every time I went to my car, my house key would fall off my keychain. Only my house key. I was like, it's time to go. And I remember the person I was with, they was like, what you mean? I'm like, I'm going to be moving soon. I know it. They're like, you ain't going to be moving soon. You know what I'm saying? Think you are, you know. Honey. Do you know that motherfucker never came over none of my apartments that I ended up moving into? Because they just couldn't bear to see that I was right and that I really did have a renewal. And, you know, they just feel like this, like, damn, like, why can't that happen to me? Why can't it just be, it's time to go for me and things just work for me? So, you know, some people you can't share your blessings with. And at this time, you're going to be making judgment calls on what you share with people, especially Gemini, Libra, Aquariuses, especially Aries, Leo, Sagittariuses. And hell, I'm even getting water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpios, okay? You just being real careful about what you tell people because not everybody want to hear about how well you doing. Anyway. Yeah, you don't want nobody to evil eye this new beginning anyway. So I don't see you telling people who you already got mood swing or emotional unstable creature from, or people that's emotionally unintelligent. What is the purpose of telling somebody about how you feel if they emotionally unintelligent? And that's another reason why you're putting space between you and these people, because it's no point talking to somebody who just can't understand. And they won't admit to anything that they say and do either. And it's no point in explaining something to somebody who has a mood or personality disorder either. It's not. At least it's not worth it until they calm the fuck down. You know what I'm saying? No tea, no shade when it comes to people who got mood or personality disorders. Okay? But if you know that person very well, you know they may need a very long time to calm down before they can understand or comprehend anything. We got success here for you. A lot of money is coming your way. Fortune refers to more than just monetary and material success. If you don't appreciate the people in your life now, you won't have them tomorrow. This message encourages you to take personal responsibility and use it to realize your greatest potential. And certain sentences can apply to you, and certain sentences can apply to your external environment. Again, pause each card and see what we got for the Queen of Swords. We got prosperity coming your way. Okay? Like I said, some of the sentences will be divine guidance and shit for you. And other sentences will be divine guidance and answers on what's going on between you and your environment. Okay. So what we got here, resources. Oh my goodness. All that is good and pleasant in your life will multiply. Angels are sending the number 333 to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being ahead. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. Use it for the greater good with the Knight of Swords. Oh my God, look, it's just coming. It's just coming. Oh my goodness. And it's like if you're about to do something that's going to stop you from coming into fortune, you will be pushed in action. Pushed to take action. Yeah, the 333, when you see 333, that's your angels telling you whatever creative idea you have or impulse you need to take action on it, baby. Okay? Most definitely. You may not have much confidence in it, but it can end up being a yes answer, or it could go viral, or like you end up getting paid. Also, like if you guys just need to have confidence and belief in a better money cycle coming, it's coming from this day forward. Especially after all of the shit that you've been through, you could just be having confidence and faith in that, a better money cycle, and boom, here it ends up coming. But it comes in a way that you don't expect. Yes, a better money cycle, but it comes through the universe giving you more confidence, more energy, more, action. And that's how you end up getting it, okay? Getting more money. trusting in chances and taking risks on opportunities that change your life for the better. So when you see 333, that means you have a very good idea. You should go ahead and act on it, okay? We got success, wealth, clarifying the Two of Cups. Your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you are experiencing a significant change or conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? I never forget when I really wanted to move really bad. I just literally started like packing. I started like organizing, like things that I never used, like my paperwork, my history. I kept that in a box so I could just be ready to go. I start clearing out my closets. I stopped buying furniture. I took down things like, knickknacks and stuff that was usual decor that made me feel comfortable seeing every time I came in the house. I started putting that stuff up, leaving my walls very blank because I was like, I'm not going to be here for too much longer. I would do stuff like that, or I would put together a list or a cart for the things I want to buy for my new home. Yeah. I would prepare myself for a better successful cycle when it comes to business by buying things. Not sure how it's going to work out. Yes, I spent $150 on Amazon buying this, buying that, hoping that it gets me, where I want to be when it comes to my creativity being fully exuded and the money that I want to have come in. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I just spent all of this money getting this and that, and I can only hope that it takes off. You know what I'm saying? Just buying it, just getting excited and buying it in hopes that it can take off really triples your chances of it taking off. 333. Then we got 999. Okay. And 999 is when you going through a cycle of spiritual growth, emotional growth, any kind of growth. Also, 9999 can come up when you're going the wrong way. Like if you see 4 of them. Sometimes when you see 3, that means you're going the wrong way, or you're trying to stay in something that is ending. 999 can also show up when you are trying to stay in something or keep something that is time to terminate, end. It's time to complete something. It's time for something to end. Yes. You will see 999 when you're going through that too. Or you'll see 999 when you're going the wrong way. Especially if you're coming up against a lot of resistance and stuff. And you could be coming up towards a lot of resistance if you're trying to stay in something that you ain't supposed to stay in. As well, honey. You know what I'm saying? So if you would like a angel reading, 10 card spread with clarifiers just like this, you can book an angel reading with me. And at this time, they are currently 28. Okay. Just like the career spread. All right. Again, a question will be needed, just one at the very least, and a 1-sentence backstory. Let's go ahead and look at love real quick, because this is going over the 1 hour 30 minute mark, but I hope that you guys like the video and don't mind it being over 1 hour and 30 minutes. Hold on a second. Yeah, I just heard it's time to leave this emotionally unstable creature alone for good. Man. Also, I'm getting it's time for you to really leave a friendship alone with the emotionally unstable creature or emotionally unintelligent creature, because they're just going to continue to be jealous and envious of you. And with this lesson, you will also know what friendships to start and not start, because you've already experienced this lesson. You know how hard it could be having a friendship with somebody who is secretly jealous, secretly emotionally unstable, secretly emotionally unintelligent. It's hard having a friendship with them. Especially because they want to become very possessive. Once they see you trying to leave it, they're going to start to become very possessive, or they're going to be quite the hellraiser if you try to end a friendship with somebody who's been secretly envious of you. Also, you guys are going to be getting confirmation that you're glad you didn't start a certain friendship with somebody, because that person is an emotionally unstable creature, or they're emotionally unintelligent. You'll be getting confirmation of this, okay? Any secrets, there's going to be confirmation of these secrets, okay? So first we have people here online here. It's a lot of people here online in your world, Leo, that really have the hots for you, okay? Yeah, they're trying to bait you in some kind of way to try to get you to talk to them, okay? It's showing. Like I said, these beefs, or people getting things wrong, or people posting things indirectly, or people posting things to try to piss you off because they don't like it that you're not talking to them. So yes, there are females especially trying to bait you into talking to them because they want to be your friend, or they secretly like you. They have lesbian tendencies. Okay, with this moon card, I'm getting females the most, if you're a female. Also, just plain Jane here. When it just comes to the opposite sex here, they are dressing to the nines. They are saying slick shit out their mouth, or flirtatious shit out their mouth, to see if you're going to respond to it, to see if you're going to post back, to see if you're going to follow their instructions, to see if you're going to hit them up personally. Yes, it's happening. Yes, they are doing that. It's true. Confirmation in this reading that they are trying to bait you when it comes to them posting what they're saying, if they're trying to flirt with another person, if they're bringing up another person online, if they're taking pictures with another person. Yes, it's all bait to try to get you to start a friendship with them, or to start a relationship with them. Okay, to holler at them, to say something. Somebody wants to know if you're watching. Someone wants to know if you are paying attention. Okay. Also, somebody may be trying to get you to watch and pay attention, and they're like flexing for you, whether they're male or female. Okay, I'm getting somebody here who's like a bodybuilder or a muscle man, or somebody's about to drink some milk, or they're about to drink something slowly, or they're about to do something slow with their lips or something. I'm rolling my eyes right now. Yeah, because they like, look, if they can't bait you into talking to them, they will try to bait you into like thinking of them. Like, so you guys can have this, like, you know what I'm saying, imaginary, telepathy going on. Like, Then we got preparing for union with the judgment. Making silent moves. Wanting to surprise you, clearing the path to union. It's so obvious that somebody is trying to do one of these three things. And I'm also getting somebody may keep talking about how they ended things with person. They're trying to clear the path to union between you and them. They're not showing the motherfucker no more. They're not talking about them no more. You know what I'm saying? They waiting for you to make a judgment call off what you see so far, Somebody is flexing, as well. Like, somebody keeps taking their shirt off, or they keep showing thighs and shit. If it's a girl, or they keep showing themselves in bed or something, okay, boo. Okay, boo. Or somebody keep talking about what they want to do when they fall in love again, or when they get some, or they keep talking about wanting some, honey, it seems like they're talking to you and only you in a crowd full of people. I'm getting you and only you, my no more. Yeah, that's genuine. I'm also getting if they see you're not taking the bait, then all of a sudden they're in a new relationship. They're taking pictures. They're talking about it. They got somebody else's voice in the background. This could be a woman with lesbian tendencies. And it's surprising you. She wants to surprise you. Like, yeah, I got a man. I bet you wonder, what's going on with that. Or it's a man that's doing this. And now all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying? You supposed to be hearing some woman in the background. He like, oh, okay, babe. Or, oh, okay. And you're not going to know who exactly that is. He may not call her babe. So you're supposed to wonder all night long, who the fuck was that? Is that his sister? Is that his mother? Is that his cousin? Is that his new woman? Is that an ex? Who is that? Somebody wants you to be like searching for them the way that they search for you. Lord have mercy. Yeah, we got madly in love here, y'all. Like, this is what this person wants, because they're lost in love and their world revolves around you, and it's hard for them to control themselves. And this is confirmation of everything you've been kind of feeling anyway. When it comes to this individual, it's real, and they are lost in love. Their world does revolve around you, and it's hard to control themselves. But they would like for you to kind of go crazy for them too. People are being really bold, and they're being really confident, and they're stepping out, and they're showing it all off. They're showing it all off. If you've been kind of showing somebody that you like them, they're about to start showing you, I kind of like you too, honey. I kind of like you too. Like, they may be baiting by putting on like something that everybody love, like gray sweatpants, or they may be wearing, hot shorts. It's like they really trying to put it out there, but it's like, okay. It depends, because for some of y'all may feel like it's kind of like cheesy, like it's so obvious, like you just gonna stand out here looking like this. Like, and they're gonna try to make it seem like, oh yeah, just another day in the neighborhood. Like, no, they did that for you. And if you feel like they did that specifically for you, they are. Or if somebody is just like looking in the camera a certain way as they take a picture or a video, and you feel like it's like an intention behind it, like it's for you, it is. And it's making me kind of nervous. Okay, yeah, we prove it. They're going to be like, how you going to prove that, Leo? I could be just, it's been doing something. There's a lot of gray areas in that assumption you got there. Trust your damn judgment. Trust your damn judgment when it comes to how somebody posing for you, okay, in your physical community or online, okay? Now, if it's your physical community, that's why I see prove it coming in with the Three of Pentacles. This is somebody who just keep running into you every day, or on the porch every day, or outside when you come home every day. And they like, well, prove it that it's for you. It is for me. You ain't never did this before. Because some of y'all may know they never did it before. But for some of these people, they might be like, well, how would you know? Because they probably started doing it as soon as you came somewhere. Whether it's job, home, okay, some location. How you know I wasn't just sitting here? I could be sitting here all the time, but it's a difference between somebody who just sit there all the time and somebody who is like baiting, okay? They're in it to win, they're seducing, and they're using weaknesses. Somebody could be slowly doing something with their mouth or lips, or somebody could be eating something or drinking something, or they're definitely eating something like, yeah, look at the way I'm eating this. But it's like all kind of like focus on this person's mouth, like, okay, prove it. Prove that I'm not just eating. I'm just eating. And they like, like, ugh. It's just so like, it's giving messy. Again, we are talking about emotionally unstable creatures here. So I can only imagine how they're trying to seduce you. Okay. An emotionally unstable creature, they are going to focus a lot on what they can do with their mouth. It's something here about lips and it's just getting on my nerves. Let's just go ahead and move on, Jesus. Okay, so we got worth waiting for. That's your ass. You the one who worth waiting for. Well, Leo, look, be patient. Things will get better. If people are making you uncomfortable, they just standing outside all the time, They just keep on, parking right next to where you park. They just keep on, trying to connect with you intuitively. This is a female with lesbian tendencies. She look like one. She do. It's a certain hairstyle she got or something like that. It's something that she doing. It's something that she doing with her hair. I'm sorry. No tea, no shade. Because I reward people who are out with it. I don't want to be friends with or cool with. Because I have been best friends with girls that were either bi or lesbian. But in my day, you knew it. They came right out with it. They showed that they was. But we was just cool as hell. Because we was probably into the same kind of thing, or we was going to the same high schools together. You know what I'm saying? We was in the same programs or something like that. And I never have no judgments against them while everybody else was judging them. I didn't give a damn because I knew who I was. You know what I'm saying? And I already had a boyfriend at the time. And I just told them, just as long as you don't try no messy shit, we'll be okay. Because if you try some messy shit with me and you try to come on to me while I'm sitting up here being your friend, I'm not going to be your friend no more. Because I'm really your friend. They like, you really my friend too. Like, I wouldn't want to mess anything up. I'm just happy that you don't mind me being me. I'm like, no, I don't. They like, yeah. So, it's the people that is on the down low that I can't stand. Because they will scare the shit out of you when it comes to their feelings and emotions truly coming out that they liked you secretly anyway. And it don't even just have to be somebody who got lesbian or gay tendencies. It could be somebody who just secretly likes you and they keep coming under the guise of a friend. And they blow the fuck up once they notice that you just saw them only as a friend. Or if this is an ex that sees that you are just keeping things like friends with them, and they are going to blow up because that means they secretly have feelings towards you. Okay. All of this can be really messy. It can get messy, and people want things to be messy, and they see you keep trying to put space in between you and them because you don't want things to be messy. You want people to be direct. You know what I'm saying? Or you're showing them directness when it comes to where you stand in the matter. Space is an answer. Space means no. And they want to make it seem like they crazy or they violent if you give them space because they like you. Well, doofus, emotionally unstable creature, it's a no. What you gonna do? Be an emotional badass, just being a jackass, straight jacket. So yeah, look at all this back and forth. Now they wanna beef with you because, you know, people who secretly liked you, you know, they find out that it's a no. Now they want to beef with you. Like, oh my God. And moving forward, just when it comes to people you love, your loved ones, when they see you trying to distance yourself, or you want to stop talking to them, they are going to try to argue with you. If you're trying to move, if you're just, you know, trying to walk out the door or leave to get some space, get some air, they're going to try to have a back and forth with you. Because you're showing authority, like you can still have control over your emotions. You can still have control over your day, and they can't. These are people who are emotionally dependent. We got sorry. You got an apology coming your way from a masculine, okay? Or a masculine ass female, okay? And then it's going to be like you're not going to know what to do with this apology, with ghosting. You're not going to be sure. You're going to be, not, I won't say you're not going to be sure. You're going to have to make a decision on whether you're going to leave this person alone forever or not. But I feel like you want to. Where do we go from here after all of that? Okay. So you got an apology coming in. And yeah, like here it is right here. You're not sure if you should separate or not. But like, we got self-care here. So while you are in separation from these people or you're taking a step back, they are longing for you. All right. Confirmation. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys on the next one. If you would like a love reading like this, it is available for $28 as well. You can get 10 of these love cards with clarifiers just like what I did here. And don't you guys forget it. This is not some flash sale. This is ongoing and forever. Okay? If you like a spread, you can get one personally through a personal reading. Just go ahead and describe the cards to me, describe the video, describe the damn timestamp. You can get the timestamp. You can have it your way here at True Tarot. Yes, I do personal readings. Yes, I do read for people personally. You can check the description box. When it comes to how to book a reading with me, same day readings are $50, but I do have plenty of information about these specials here, or I should say these breakdowns here so far. I have plenty of more decks and services that I do. But these actual cards, the career, love, and angel cards, are in the community section. And it's a video on my homepage of this YouTube channel if you would like to see the cards again, and how to book with me is the same. Instructions are in the description box. Pick a reading, and yeah, all of that information will be in the description box of that services and decks video, also in all of these videos. And how to book with me is in the community section as well, or you can just email me. That's very simple. You just fucking email me, but you got to know what you want and then let me know. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye.